The Rambam in his Laws of Hanukkah states a surprising ruling that if one does not have sufficient funds to purchase Hanukkah candles, then he or she should borrow money or even sell some of their clothing in order to fulfill the mitzvah of Hanukkah lights. The Magen Mishnah points out that there is no explicit Talmudic source for this ruling. It appears that the Rambam was drawing an analogy between the mitzvah of Hanukkah candles near Hanukkah and the mitzvah of Dalet Kosot, the 4 cups of wine that we drink at the Pesach Seder. In the latter case, the Talmud in Psachim, page 99b, rules that one must sell even the clothes from their backs in order to buy wine for the Seder. The reason it is legitimate to compare Hanukkah candles to the 4 cups of wine on Pesach is because both mitzvot are understood as vehicles for Pirsume Nisa, publicizing the miracles associated with each of these holidays. The requirement to sell one's possessions in order to fulfill the mitzvah is an exception to the general rule. Normally, a person is not required to spend more than 1/5 of his or her assets on a particular mitzvah. Why then are these 2 mitzvot, ones that involve Pirsume Nisa, publicizing a miracle, treated differently? Perhaps Pirsume Nisa, publicizing Hashem's miracles, is a way in which we fulfill the greater mitzvah of Kiddush Hashem, sanctifying God's name. And therefore, the inverse is also true. Not publicizing the miracle appropriately might then be, God forbid, considered a chil Hashem, a desecration of God's name, something that we try to avoid at all costs. Our efforts to publicize the Hanukkah miracle applies to efforts directed at our fellow Jews, as well as to the broader world. This can be deduced from the Talmud's discussion of the time frame for lighting Hanukkah candles. Ad shetichla regel min hashuk, that we can light Hanukkah candles until people stop walking in the marketplace. One opinion explains this to be a reference to the Tarmudai, a nation who collected and sold small twigs for firewood, who would generally leave the marketplace last compared to all the other merchants in the marketplace. From this lesson, from this teaching of Tarmudai, we can learn 2 lessons. That number 1, Hanukkah candles not only need someone to light them, but Hanukkah candles need someone to see and appreciate them as well. And number 2, the mitzvah of publicizing the Hanukkah miracles includes publicizing them to non-Jews as well as to Jews. The mitzvah of Hanukkah candles near Hanukkah is a specific time-bound ritual, and yet it sheds light on how we need to live our lives at all times and all year. Grounded firmly in our Torah values, our actions must be noted by those within the Jewish community to inspire them to do similarly good things, but also be noted by all of humanity and reflect positively on us and our Jewish identity, as well as on Hashem's Torah. And it is in this way that Hanukkah can inspire us to always strive to create Kiddush Hashem and bring ever more light into this world.